Hey y'all, it's Katie and welcome back to For My Vanity and welcome to another swatch party video, or it's not so much a dedicated swatch party video, more so it's just a haul video where I'm going to be swatching the palettes that I did pick up. But I have just recently been picking up some new products and I have several of them that I'd love to get your feedback because while I wish I could do a 3 looks 1 palette with all of the palettes that I have gotten recently, I just can't. So I like to do these videos to get you guys' feedback and hear which ones you are most interested in me doing dedicated 3 looks 1 palette plus review videos on. So that is kind of the purpose of this video. And then, like I said, I've been shopping a lot. So I figured we would do a good old-fashioned haul video plus a little swatch party showing you guys the new palettes that I've gotten. So with that said, let's go ahead and do our Instagram shout out for today. So today it goes to beauty.n.recovery. I almost fell off my chair. 15. She is my Instagram shout out for today. Thank you so much for commenting on my latest post, Amanda. It really does mean a lot to me, and just thank you for interacting with my content over on Instagram. And if you would like a chance, per usual, all you have to be doing is following me on Instagram. I'm LadyKatie92 and interact with my posts as I put them up, and I randomly select someone when I sit down to film. So now let's go ahead and get into the haul video, and I better pull up these sleeves because we're going to be doing some swatches. Okay, so the very first thing, it was supposed to come in today, hence why I was filming this today, but it's actually still not here. I checked tracking and it might be a little lost, so it could be a couple more days, so I figured I would still put it in this video, but I'm going to be inserting a picture because I don't have it in my hand to swatch, which I'm just very upset about. But I did purchase the Dose of Colors, their new Cutting Edge palette. It's like the perfect grungy neutral palette, so you guys know. As soon as I saw that and realized there were grungy neutral greens, there was like that orangey mustardy type of shade and what looks to be very beautiful shimmers. I wanted it, so I bought it, and I'm very curious to see how it is. So I am going to be getting that hopefully very, very soon. I do have experience with their Friendcation palette, the Desi and Katie collab palette, and I wasn't crazy about the shimmers, so I was a little hesitant for that reason because I was like, oh, am I really going to like it? But the grungy colors just got me, so I'm going to give them another chance, and I cannot wait. So this is definitely one I would love to hear your guys' opinions. It is a smaller palette, but would you guys like to see a 3 looks 1 palette plus review with this? Because if I hear enough feedback, I will definitely do a 3 looks 1 palette with this plus review because I'm so excited to get in. So I'm definitely going to be doing 3 looks for me and my benefit, but I'd love to hear if you guys would like to see my thoughts and see the looks that I do and see tutorials on it and all that stuff. So leave that down in the comments and I'll determine that by how many comments I get. And that's kind of what I've been trying to do, is just kind of go off of what you guys want to see, because while I would love to just be able to do 3 looks 1 palettes of all the palettes I ever get, and maybe one day I will, you know, reach back into my collection and be able to do that, but right now I have to pick and choose. So your guys' feedback definitely weighs very heavy on which ones I decide to do. The other palette that I got that I really want to hear if you guys want to see a 3 looks 1 palette is the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop Pistachio palette. I saw this palette and the outside was very cute. I was like, ooh, that is so cute. I love ice cream, so I thought it was just a cute theme all around. And then I saw inside. That looks so pretty, right? Oh my goodness. And there's something about when palettes have that structure of all mattes on the bottom and all shimmers on the top. I just find that, for me personally, aesthetically pleasing. And I love the range. Like, I look at this palette initially and no 2 colors seem just like super close. I appreciate that. There's depth here, there's light here, there's depth here, there's light here. I love that this color is really, really dark because you guys know I like to smoke out my outer corners. So, oh, I cannot wait to swatch this. Let's go ahead and swatch this. I'm just so excited. Let's do the mattes first just because it's going to be easier for my fingers not to be full of shimmers. Okay, that feels nice. I have not tried BH Cosmetics in such a long time. That's looking promising. I'm just kind of going in the whole first row here and just going for it because I'm just so excited. But anyway, like I said, it has been ages since I tried BH Cosmetics, and I forget who, someone was saying that they're just so good they like them even better than ColourPop, and I was like, really? Because ColourPop is just kind of like, their formula is friendly to work with, but I don't love their formula, put it that way. So when they said that, I was like, okay, I gotta try this palette, even though the color story already totally got me. Anyway, okay, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm just so excited. This is Cone or Cup, the darkest shade in the palette. Ooh, that was really nice. Next up is Nutty. Oh, that makes me think of Hannah from Smoky Glow and her little palette, because Nutty was that inner corner shadow. I built that one up a little bit, but still, that one looks really smooth, easy to build up. Not super pigmented, I would say. Like, it's got nice pigment, but nothing that's like falling off or having a bunch of like kickback or anything like that. That one also too, this one might be a little more pastelish. I don't think I even said this one is Guilty Pleasure. And then last up is Soft Serve. This one, I'm sure I'll be able to get this to show up. It's like a very pastel type of lime greeny, I guess you would say. It's really pretty, and hopefully with a proper like eyeshadow base on it, it'll show up nicely. I can see me doing like an all matte look with that all over the lid, and that'd be super pretty. I'm just so excited. Those look pretty darn promising. So let's go into the shimmers. Let me clean off my hand. The packaging and presentation and like press of the shadows, like the shadows, all of them are pressed like a kind of waffle cone for ice cream, except for the darkest one, which is like the BH Cosmetics logo, which I think is really, really cool. Let's see, I did dark to light, so I'll do dark to light here. This one is crunch. Everything about the palette looks super high quality. Oh, that is like the sloppiest swatch ever, but you can see the color. This is so beautiful. And it has it reflects a very light type of lime green, I feel like, when I see it from the side. So very pretty. I should have taken that off. But anyway, next up is Treat. Ooh, that one's pretty too. I feel like this palette all as a whole is just so complimentary of each other. Like I feel like there's just so many fun looks that could be very easy and effortless, or you could kind of mix and match all the different tones of green and get something really fun. Next is Dessert. I'm gonna have to push up my bracelet for the last one. That's pretty. It's kind of sheer-ish, but it looks like it could build up. And then last is Sweet Life. This would also be really pretty, the one I just swatched, Dessert, as an inner corner. So let's see what Sweet Life is like. This has more gold in it. Ooh. But it's like a greeny gold. Oh, that's so pretty. Wow, that's really, really pretty. I have like hair stuck in my tie. I'm so sorry. Postpartum. But yeah, there is that. That is really pretty, isn't that? Oh, I cannot wait. So yeah, definitely let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see 3 looks 1 palette plus review with this. I cannot wait to dive in, but I'll wait to see what you guys say if I do a dedicated video on it. But you guys will definitely hear my thoughts in a future palette palooza. Okay, so those were the 2 palettes that I definitely want to hear you guys' thoughts on if I do a dedicated video. Now I'm going to get into a SHEIN order. I ordered from SHEIN a bunch of makeup because I had a request on YouTube saying, hey, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this brand to see if it's worth it, because it's definitely super affordable. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll check it out. And I checked it out, and she was right. It's extremely affordable, so I decided to place an order. This necklace that I'm wearing I actually got from SHEIN. I think it might be more mom-friendly because anything that dangles too much, my son will like choke me when I'm trying to feed him. But I feel like this one might be high enough and small enough and inconspicuous enough that I might get away with wearing it. Anyway, it was $1, so I figured I'd try it, and it's really cute. Anyway, I placed an order for a bunch of things. I'm just going to pull them out and show you. I am definitely doing a dedicated review on these videos, so I'm going to do a 1 brand. The brand is called SHEGLAM, so I'll do a 1 brand review once I've had time to test these, and you guys will hear my thoughts on it, but I wanted to unbox it here for you guys since I did just get it in this week. The first thing I'm going to pull out is the SHEGLAM blusher, and the reason I got this was because what does this look like? I immediately thought of Fenty Beauty, and it's even prettier than I thought, like looking at it on the computer, because it has like a holographic shift to it when you kind of turn. It kind of takes on this like pinkyish color, and depending on the light it can change. It's very pretty, but I just saw this and I was like, oh, that looks like a Fenty product, so I was like, I gotta give it a try, because as I was looking through SHEGLAM, there are many products that are dupe products of other brands, so I'm very curious. I figured I'd pick up the products that when I was scrolling jumped out as the most obvious of like, oh, they're trying to dupe that. So this was one of them, and they are trying to dupe, in my opinion, they're trying to do Fenty's blush and bronzer, and I think even highlighters. I picked this up because on the computer it looked like it was a matte blush, and I was like, ooh, maybe this could go for like a bronzer, but it's not. This is a very shimmery type of product, so I will use this and try it as a blush, because you guys know I like very neutral products on my face. I'm not into like super pinky look. I'm not into the super blushy look, so this is definitely super, super shimmery, like really shimmery, but not too pigmented, so I'm not terrified to use it. And it has a little bit of a shift to it. I don't know, when I first opened this I was like, oh man, I'm gonna hate that, but now swatching it out, I feel like that's kind of promising. It's a little dark for me. I don't know. Maybe I'll use it kind of like loosely blush bronzer draping thingy. I don't know. I picked it out because I have so many blushes. I was like, oh, this is a different color I could possibly use as a bronzer. It might not work, but I'll at least try it out and see how the formula is. Okay, the next thing I grabbed was a lipstick. This is called the Star Velvet Lip Glaze set, and I got in the Elegant edition. And I mean, right away, just looking at it, you guys see the stars is called Star Velvet. Can you guess what it's trying to dupe? I feel like the packaging of the actual lipstick tubes are a dead giveaway. I thought of Jeffree Star immediately, and they're like little mini, which is another reason I was like, oh, I'd love to try those, because since they're mini, I'll definitely be able to, you know, get use out of them. And also this set is just so me, because not only does it have a deep red, which I like deep reds, it has a really nice neutral and then a mauve. I guess I can swatch them. I'm swatching eyeshadow palettes. Might as well swatch the lip products. So let's see. E01. Nice name, and I'll have the prices as you guys have been seeing on the screen because I can't remember off the top of my head, but all of them were really affordable. Next is EO2. The formula feels really thin. Not necessarily in a bad way. It's definitely one I'm going to have to like try on my lips and see, just because like initially in like wiping them, it almost looks like they could be a formula that kind of finds all the cracks in your lips and emphasizes them. But I don't know, like I said, and I don't even know if they dry down all the way, so I'll have to see, leave them on my hand here for a bit and see if they dry. But they're very pretty, and we'll just have to wait and see. This one specifically is the one, the darkest one, that looks like it might be a little bit tricky to apply or might need something underneath it to apply well. But anyway, yeah, that's the little trio that is supposed to be a dupe, or at least I think they're trying to dupe the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick. So we shall see how the formula is. Next up, I kind of threw this last minute, but this is a 3-cushion beauty sponge trio. Of course, they're trying to dupe the Beauty Blender. They had all sorts of different colors, which I thought was neat, and I almost grabbed a different color, but I was like, oh, I'll just grab this. They feel extremely soft, like surprisingly soft. I cannot wait to use these. Kind of bummed that these two are so very small. Maybe they'll blow up more after you wet them, but this reminds me of the Real Techniques, honestly. I think maybe even Morphe has one, but these two are so teeny tiny and cute. We'll have to see. Hopefully they get a little bit bigger, because golly, that would take forever on my face. But yeah, little sponges. I think they were like $2, $3. I figured I would give them a try. Next up, I don't think this one was a dupe, more so as I just wanted to try a new one. But this is a Expert Creamy Eyeliner in black. I kind of need a good black liner. Oh, it's coming out. It almost fell out. Oh, the whole thing fell out. That's not a good sign. We'll stick that back in there. I don't know. I think it was like $1 or $2, and I was like, oh, I'll give this a try. I kind of wanted to find a really good creamy matte black eyeliner for my waterline, because I go through those a lot. I've been wanting to rebuy my favorite, which just lasts the best in my waterline, but it's from Avon. I just haven't got around to placing an order, but I'll give that a try and see. Okay, a couple more things. I also got the SHEGLAM Metallic Glow Highlighter in, what shade was this? Terrace. It's this really gold looking one. This kind of reminds me of, oh, what is that brand? I'm totally blanking on what has this packaging. Is it Becca? Oh my goodness, how could I forget? Maybe not the clear lid, but like the packaging here made me think of Becca, and I'm sure another brand I'm blanking on. But anyway, it looked like a really pretty highlighter. I was very intrigued, and it kind of looked like it was going for a dupe. It was so hard to pick a color online because I didn't want to be too light, because the shade lighter than this looked like white, but then this looked a little too dark. Shine-wise, it just kind of looks average. I mean, it looks pretty, but I think it might be, I might be able to pull it off. Yeah, it gives a shine. We'll have to see. Maybe it'll be blinding. I watched some review that said that it was like a really blinding highlighter, so I was super intrigued. Again, only a couple bucks, so I figured I would try that out. And then the last thing I got from SHEIN, or SHEGLAM, were 2 palettes. This one is the Seafoam Palette. This is supposed to be a dupe of Huda Beauty. I should have taken this off already. But Huda Beauty's pastel type of palettes. This is much bigger than Huda Beauty. It is large. I was surprised about how large it was, especially considering the price. It's super cheap. But I am super curious. I wasn't like crazy about all the palettes, but I wanted to get 2 different ones, and this was one of the Huda ones, and that was specifically asked of me, like would I try? So I figured this one was one I was the most interested in. There's some pastels. This shade looks really pretty. The only thing I see missing here is anything to really deepen it up matte-wise, because this is the darkest color, but we will give it a try. Let me open this up. Okay, so we have mint, tequila, and stingray. Ooh, stingray. Let me get this one a little bit more, because I have a feeling I'll just do them all. All the mattes a little bit. The mattes just feel super light. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Not bad. I mean, it is a pastel. I mean, with saying that though, I like a super intense pastel, but I know some people like the pastel for it to be a true pastel and just a wash of color. Oh yeah, this looks like just a kind of topper shade. It looks pretty in that it's like reflective and duochromy, but when we're talking about color, not much color there. Okay, next is, let's see. The shimmers feel incredibly smooth. They do feel really nice, even though like that one I just swatched didn't really pick up that well, but like touching them, they almost, oh, they're like that. They kind of go inward. What's that? Super Shock. That's what they feel like. Oh dear, these don't do well on my eyelids. Anyway, this is Bartender. They had that Super Shock formula that like ColourPop was known for back in the day. Blue Hawaii. Oh my goodness. What are these shimmers? They're just like sheer sparkle, and that's it. And then this is Grotto, I think. Yeah, Grotto. Okay, next row, all of the shimmers feel that like I could push hard and it would come up that creamy texture, but not a true cream. It's that kind of weird in between formula. Anyway, this is a matte. This is a Sea Algae and Margarita. Okay, come on. All the shimmers are like the same translucent, but just with different types of glitter reflect in them. And then this last one is Peach. Peach has the most color. And it's just like a bronze. Okay. I struggle to be too harsh because I feel like I bought this with Seafoam. Like, how pigmented does the name Seafoam sound like? So we shall see. I'll try to hold out judgment because maybe like these are just super pastelish and you need to expect pastel and they perform nicely. But I don't know. Maybe I just am not cut out to enjoy these types of pastels because for me it just kind of looks like, I mean, like I said, the mattes feel nice, the shimmers feel nice. I'm a little worried because they are that Super Shock formula, which tends to crease really bad on my eyes, but we'll see. They're very soft. Okay, and then the last palette that I got from SHEGLAM is the Artistry Palette, and I got this because it was the color story that excited me the most. I don't know exactly if this is one that's supposed to be duping one, but I'll show you. When I saw the color story, I was like, I kind of want this, so I bought it. But this is what it looks like. I guess this is upside down. The packaging is super annoying if you're a YouTuber and trying to show it, but my eyes immediately latched onto this green because it looks so pretty. I didn't notice in like the pictures and when I bought it, but there does appear to be one pressed glitter. Thankfully, it looks like just one. I want to say this one was like, I feel like this was under $10. It was, like I said, crazy affordable prices, so I figured I would pick it up because I love this green here. There's a yellow in there. I'm super excited. I hope those turn out well. Even though half the palette is neutral, I feel like you could still get some really fun looks out of this. I'm probably just going to ignore the glitter in this palette because I don't know, I'm just going through a phase where I don't want to mess with glitters. There are no names on any of these shadows, so I'm just going to be swatching this way, that way for these, for this palette. Now these shimmers feel like regular eyeshadows, so that's promising. I'm going to put this on this side. And if there's any kind of weird skipping, it's going to be because of my arm hair. But there's that. Not much to say. Pretty like faint, but here's the next shade. This is that white shimmery shade. Very flaky, but looks pretty reflective on camera. Here's that matte yellow that I was excited about. A little streaky and like that it wants to kind of catch in the middle. Can you even see that on camera? I feel like I'm washed out. I think you can, but anyway, it looks promising. We'll just have to see and hopefully the color sticks around after I lay it down. That shimmer looks really nice. That's promising. That's like a fun kind of peachy tone. It looked more bronze, like a boring bronze in the pan, but on my arm I feel like more peach comes out. Like an orangey peach, I guess you could say, but that's pretty. This palette doesn't smell good. I just got a whiff of it as I was swatching that. Stop recording partway through that swatch, so there's just kind of a standard type of neutral brownie shade. Here's the next one. This is the last one in that row. Very sheer, but doesn't necessarily mean like it's not gonna work. It could surprise you. This is one of those like weird poopy type of baby poop shades that I absolutely love, so I'm excited about that one. Again, it swatches okay. Keep in mind, like I said, I have arm hair on the back of my arm, so that could be making it swatch a little less pleasing. That blue is promising. That was really pretty. Kind of a lighter blue than it looks in the pan, but I'll take it. That's pretty. Okay, here's that glitter shade. Ooh, typical glitter. I don't know. I don't like glitters. I think the problem I have with glitters is that I can never get an even application of it. It always either has too much in one spot, not enough in the other, and that annoys me. I think that's my big turnoff. Next comes the two shades that sold me on this palette. It's this green shimmer, and then this matte kind of like lime green color that was right next to it. Those two is totally what made me buy this palette. They excite me the most. I cannot wait to use them. And last up before I have to give my arm a break because it's screaming at me is this just standard brown shade. Okay, let's see if we can fit all this. This is just kind of a standard type of bronzy tone. That's really pretty. Like I feel like the shimmers in here are really nice. Definitely like prettier than what was in that Seafoam. This is another kind of really pale peachy type of beige, whereas this is more of a white type of beige, or where was it? Oh yeah, right there. My bracelet fell. It wasn't supposed to fall. Anyway, and then next up, oh wait, I almost forgot the purple. That purple, again, really pretty. I like how smooth it is, and it doesn't look too like crazy impressive when you are touching it and swatching it, but when you actually see it, like it has a good bit of reflex to it. I'm not mad at that. And then next is right here on my elbow. This one's chunkier. It's kind of like a peachy, oh, was I even in frame? I really hope so. But like a peachy, pinky type of shimmer. Okay, these next two, let me figure out where I'm going. These next two, let's put them on this side. I'm just the most sophisticated beauty YouTuber out there. Hang on. So let's see. The pink goes first. That's pretty. Let's pray I was in frame. And then the beige. Got lots of arm hair on this side of my arm. But yeah, like super reflective, isn't it? That's nice. I'm not mad at it. It's still very like soft. All of these are soft, but when we're talking about like just the color story, let me move my bracelet up without totally ruining these swatches. But when we're talking about the color story, I'm super excited. That looks like a fun color story. So yeah, here are them, and then the two that it couldn't fit on the rest of my arm. And I am absolutely holding up my arm because it hurts from all of this. Okay, so that was the main haul of the things that I wanted to show you. Like I said, I am going to be doing a SHEGLAM one brand review very soon, hopefully in the month of August sometime. And then I would love your feedback on the BH and also the Dose of Colors palettes if you guys want to see an in-depth review with 3 looks on those. But I also made a little order that just happened to arrive, so I was like, hey, I'll show you guys in this video. I placed one order during the Sydney Grace sale. That's a box. But during the Sydney Grace Christmas in July sale, they had, I think, a week or 10 days of sales. And there was one day that I jumped on it and went ahead and took advantage of it. I did want to go ahead and pick up one of these palettes. I like having different types of palettes. Like, I don't want all of the same type of palette or all of the same color. That way they're easy to like discern which palette has what in it. So this, I thought the style was really pretty. I love the packaging, and it's really nice and heavy duty, and these little palettes come in so handy whenever I just need to put a couple shades in it for whatever reason, for duping fake palettes purposes and that sort of thing. So I picked that up. I also grabbed, and this was the main reason of the purchase, but I grabbed one of their cream shadows, and this is in, what is it called? Lake Days. Just wait till you guys see this. I'm gonna pour it out. Oof, that was probably too much. I have heard so many people rave about their cream products, Sydney Grace's. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh, I am excited. I don't even know if it's coming across as beautiful on camera as it is in person, but it's like a lime green but grungy, if that makes sense. And look at that shine. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited I got that. I almost didn't place an order, but then I was like, I'm always so curious. So I did. And then per usual, I had to put a couple more things in my bag to get free shipping. And I decided to try their, I think these are liquid lipsticks or glosses. I can't remember. I think it's just like a lip cream, I guess you would say. This is in Christina. I want to say this one was on sale. We're going to go here for like $5 or something. I've really been enjoying these very comfortable type of lipsticks that I can throw on right before doing a video, so I really like the color, and I figured I would give their formula a try. And also their bottles are really pretty, or like their tubes are very pretty. And then last up, I also got a highlighter. I was just super curious to try her highlighters. I got the shade Velvet Gold. It's so hard to buy highlighters online because I'm just like, oh, is it gonna work for me? Like, I don't know. But let's see. We'll put it here. Oh yeah, that's gonna work for me. Oh my goodness, that looks intense. Of course, this is on the palm, so it always looks a lot more intense because it's super smooth, but that'll work for me. I don't think that'll be too light. I think that'll be really pretty, but oh my goodness, the shine. I was not expecting that from just looking at it. It doesn't look that, not that that's a bad thing, but in the pan, it doesn't look like super crazy, but wow, that's some shine. Okay, and last up, as my camera flashes at me, letting me know it's about to die, I got 2 eyeshadows. Okay, one is in the color, one is in the color Orange Slush. This was just like a shimmery orange, and I was like, I don't really have shimmery oranges, so I'm gonna give it a try. And then I also have General, which is a matte green. Let's see, we'll put him here. Oh my goodness! That's so pretty! And then, oh, let's try this. This one looks a little, I mean, I was pretty harsh on it for it being a matte, but there we go. It looks a little, like, not super pigmented, a little, not textured is the wrong word, but a little spotty, if that makes any sense. When it comes to green, it just can look a little patchy, I guess is the word, but we shall see. I cannot wait to use that. Oh my goodness, I am just so excited. I hadn't had a chance to swatch anything that I got from Sydney Grace, so that was the first time trying that. I'm so glad I got that orange because, oh my goodness, it's just so pretty. I cannot wait to use that. I love how like intensely shimmery it is without being like super glittery or anything. So I feel like the fallout is going to be a non-issue, but the like reflectiveness of this on your eye is going to be beautiful. So, ooh, I cannot wait. I am a beautiful mess. I love it. But that is going to do it for today's video. I am such a mess. I'm trying not to get anything messy. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this little haul video. Let me know what you guys think. If I do this where I feel like I tend to go in waves where I don't purchase anything and all of a sudden all these things come out that I really like and I buy it all and it all comes in at the same time. So if you guys enjoyed these type of hauls, let me know that down below in the comments. But yeah, I just had so much fun. Oh, I just got a mess touching my palms together. I had so much fun swatching this with you guys, so I hope you did too. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up on your way out as it helps me in the whole YouTube algorithm. And per usual, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm trying my hardest to hit 10K so I can have the little swipe up feature. Like, that's the only reason I want to hit 10K. But if you're not already following me on Instagram, you can follow me over there. And if you want to have a chance to get a shout out in my videos, just leave a comment on my posts as I post them, and hopefully you get a chance to be shouted out at the beginning of my videos. But yeah, with all that said, thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.